What's Gucci, y'all? So anyway, let's talk about something. Titled this video, When You See Results, Know Where to Move On to. Okay. Or subject matter, like I've said before. Let's get into it, okay? So, on my other channel, you see how I've been cursing the adult film industry and also people who want to make pornography a protected speech. And while there's many people that agree with me, there is definitely not enough people, even if I could find them, to agree with me on the subject, especially in this country, for pornography to become completely banned. What do I mean by that? Okay. So, when people actually start giving a shit about their families, the innocence of others, their children, teenagers, and young men and women and adults, I don't know when that's going to be, but eventually, all these websites will come under scrutiny and criticism. And there will also be, I predict, cyber attacks toward these websites. And no matter how solid these websites are, I don't care. They're not a MySpace. They're, in MySpace, you know, had all this shit wrong with it too. They're not a Facebook. If Google can be hacked, then there's someone out there that's smart enough to go after these websites. The big problem is we have people wrapped up around this stuff and stuff like that. And the only way for it to really be shutting down, you have to have an alternative. And see, many men out here are finding an alternative, but not every man is going to be able to support, afford, or even know about that alternative. Because you got to understand that these websites are free, but it's not free on your soul and your energy. So when you start looking for alternate options, you start getting healthier. You don't watch it as much. Of course, because we live in a modern day Weimar Republic where people are being recompensed and weakened. Of course, like, the government's going to try to find ways to oppress people so they don't have enough money. So these websites do get viewers. And that is the biggest problem. Because if you just ban these websites, men will build up their energy to a point to where they could just go to fucking Instagram and look at some girls in bikinis. Trust me. I know how it works. And eventually, once we do see results on these explicit, illicit websites, and there is attacks, and there is things ready to get them banned and shut down completely, of course, you got to go after the people that are on Instagram, because although they might be good for you to look at to wean yourself off of all this bullshit, they're still just as evil as the people in the adult film industry, because they are influencers. And that is the biggest problem with this, is that pornography is the biggest influence on a lot of people's lives. And like I said, once you ban it and stuff like that, this is where you get the power once it's banned and all the main websites are shut down. and hopefully change the laws, is Victoria finally becomes a secret again. And you can use your mind to imagine what's beneath the fucking clothes, the fucking cloth, the fucking stain, whatever, lack of a better word. And that is the biggest problem. It's like women who wear loose jeans. You know damn well that woman's going to be fucking loose. It's like a woman who wears tight jeans. You know that woman's going to be tight. And that is the biggest thing, y'all, is understanding, although Instagram, I'm not going to say they are as bad as the people in pornography, but they're close to it. So once we see results and all that stuff, well, let's curse Instagram and all the people on there that reject us and all the people that on there that think they're better than us. All that shit. Make it to where they can't make money. We've already cursed YouTube. And, you know, obviously people try to link to their accounts, their OnlyFans and all that other shit. Their, you know, websites where they could sell something, Patreon, whatever. Instagram, Facebook, those two are worse than this platform, YouTube. Because some random hot woman can go on there, get all these viewers and followers, and even probably pay for it. And eventually, I don't know how that works, but maybe they get paid for it and they become an influencer on Instagram. And that's the biggest problem. I'd rather have YouTube content creators than Instagram influencers. That's just being real. So now we know what we need to do out here once we see results, or maybe even before, you know, do things 10 steps ahead of the opposition. This is what will give our men strength, is if we ban all this. Because no matter what you do, y'all, I'll be straight up with you. Most men don't have self-control. They have to quit by going cold turkey. And this is why, excuse me, I give these options to people out here. With that being said, now we know where to go from now on and what to do and who to curse. With that being said, peace out.